If you thought the 50 Cent versus T.I. beef was just another rap rivalry, think again. Because what allegedly happened backstage at a packed concert might have taken this feud to a completely different level. We're talking shouting, security scrambling, and according to rumors spreading across hip-hop blogs, an actual confrontation caught on security cameras. Yeah, you heard that right. The internet is buzzing after reports claimed that T.I. confronted 50 Cent backstage, and things almost turned physical before security jumped in. Some witnesses say voices were raised. Others claim someone tried to rush the room. And if the whispers about leaked security footage are true, this might be one of the wildest behind-the-scenes moments in recent rap history. But here's the real question. If you were in that situation, same pressure, same disrespect, cameras everywhere, your reputation on the line, what would you do? Would you walk away? Or would you confront the person face to face? Because according to people who claim they were near that backstage hallway, something definitely went down that night. The internet couldn't believe it, and honestly, you probably won't either. Some fans are already saying bro said too much, and they got him. But before anyone jumps to conclusions, we need to break down exactly what led to that moment. Because trust me, once you hear the full story behind this feud, it gets a lot uglier. To understand why rumors about T.I. confronting 50 Cent backstage sent the entire rap internet into chaos, you have to rewind a little. Because this story didn't start with security guards, backstage hallways, or mysterious leaked footage. It started with something much simpler. Pride. Two legendary rappers. Two giant egos. And a rivalry that slowly grew from jokes into something far more personal. For years, 50 Cent and T.I. existed in the same world without really clashing. Both were massive names. Both had influence. Both had loyal fan bases that treated their words like gospel. But they moved differently. Fifth built his modern empire on strategy, television shows, business deals, and an unmatched ability to turn internet trolling into headlines. He rarely needed to prove anything anymore. He'd post a meme, and the internet would do the rest. T.I., on the other hand, carried himself like a spokesman for the culture, the king of the South. A rapper who loved debates about respect, legacy, and who deserved the crown in hip-hop. For a long time, that difference kept them apart. Until one interview changed everything. It happened during a casual radio conversation where T.I. was asked about the idea of a versus battle with 50 Cent. The question sounded harmless. Fans had been suggesting it for months. But Tip's answer raised eyebrows. He leaned back in the chair and smirked before saying something that felt a little pointed. Some people talk big online, he said. But when it's time to stand across from somebody with real bars, they get quiet. The clip spread quickly. At first, it looked like normal hip-hop competition. But when fans replayed the moment, they realized something. The hosts hadn't mentioned 50 Cent directly. Tip had brought him up himself. And the internet immediately did what it does best. They tagged Fifth. Now anyone who understands 50 Cent's personality already knows how this story was going to go. He saw the clip. And he didn't respond with a diss track. He responded with sarcasm. Within hours, 50 Cent posted a meme on Instagram. It showed an old photo of himself sitting calmly in a chair, smiling at the camera. The caption was simple. Relax, Tip. That was it. 3 words. But somehow those 3 words turned into a wildfire. Fans began arguing immediately. Some people said 50 Cent was ducking the challenge. Others insisted that T.I. was just trying to bait him into a viral moment. Reaction channels uploaded breakdown videos analyzing every sentence. Suddenly a friendly debate had turned into a real rivalry. And that's when things started getting weird. Because after the meme, the jabs didn't stop. They just got subtler. A few days later, 50 Cent posted another message. This time it was a photo of a chessboard. No explanation. Just a caption. Everybody thinks they're a king, until the board flips. Fans instantly assumed it was aimed at T.I. Meanwhile, Tip didn't exactly back down either. During another interview, he joked about rappers who act like comedians instead of artists. The hosts laughed. The clip went viral. And once again, people tagged Fifth. The tension was building. But the real turning point came when rumors about private messages started circulating online. A hip-hop blogger claimed to have seen screenshots of a conversation between someone close to T.I.'s camp and a music insider. The messages allegedly hinted that Tip was frustrated with how the situation was being portrayed. One message reportedly read, "He thinks Fifth playing games. Says if they ever see each other in person, it won't be jokes." Now nobody could confirm if the screenshots were real. But in the age of viral gossip, confirmation isn't required. All it takes is a rumor. And suddenly everyone believes something is about to happen. That rumor spread for weeks. Fans started wondering what would happen if the two rappers ever ended up at the same event. Would they ignore each other? Shake hands? Or turn the situation into something much bigger? For a while, nothing happened. Both artists continued with their lives. 50 Cent focused on his business empire and television projects. T.I. appeared on podcasts discussing music and culture. The feud simmered quietly in the background. Until one night. A major concert event brought dozens of big names into the same building. Artists, managers, producers, security teams. The kind of environment where egos collide and rumors spread quickly. And according to several witnesses who later spoke anonymously to blogs, that night felt tense from the beginning. People backstage had already heard about the rivalry. Everyone knew the comments, the memes, the interviews. And when word spread that both 50 Cent and T.I. were inside the same venue, people started paying attention. One backstage staff member allegedly told a blogger that security teams were already watching closely. Everybody knew the history, the source claimed. You could feel something might happen. At first, nothing unusual took place. Fifth stayed in his area. Tip stayed with his team. The event continued normally. But as the night went on, rumors started circulating that someone had sent a message backstage. According to multiple accounts, a member of T.I.'s entourage had heard about one of Fifth's recent online jokes and didn't appreciate it. Now again, none of this was confirmed. But what happened next turned a rumor into a full-blown mystery. Because sometime late that night, a commotion reportedly broke out in a backstage hallway. Security guards moving quickly. Raised voices. People pulling out phones. And according to several witnesses who later posted online, someone yelled 50 Cent's name. What exactly happened in that moment remains unclear. Some people claimed T.I. confronted him directly. Others said it was just a heated argument between members of their entourages. But one rumor changed the entire story. Someone inside the venue allegedly told a blogger that the hallway where the confrontation happened had security cameras. At first, nobody paid attention. But then a small hip-hop website posted a headline that spread across social media like wildfire. Backstage confrontation between T.I. and 50 Cent allegedly captured on security footage. No video. No confirmation. Just the possibility. And that possibility was enough. Because if footage of that moment actually existed, it could completely change how the public saw the feud. Fans started refreshing their timelines every few minutes waiting for a leak. Reaction channels prepared thumbnails. Bloggers began calling sources. And somewhere inside that venue, security teams were reportedly reviewing camera footage to figure out exactly what happened. But what came next? Even the most dramatic hip-hop fans didn't expect. But what came next turned a tense rumor into a full-blown internet explosion. Because early the next morning, something strange appeared online. Not on a major hip-hop website. Not on a verified news page. It showed up on a small gossip forum where industry leaks sometimes appear before anyone else notices them. At first it was just a blurry screenshot. A still image taken from what looked like a security monitor feed. The caption posted with it was simple. Backstage hallway footage from last night. And suddenly, everything changed. The image itself didn't show a fight. It showed a narrow backstage corridor. Security guards. Equipment cases stacked against the wall. And two groups of people standing across from each other. But the moment fans zoomed in, they noticed something. One of the men in the center looked suspiciously like T.I. And a few feet away, another figure wearing a black cap looked like 50 Cent. Within minutes the screenshot spread everywhere. Twitter, Instagram pages, rap blogs. Everybody had the same reaction. Wait, was this real? Because if that image actually came from security cameras inside the venue, It meant the rumors about a confrontation might not be rumors at all. Now the internet has a way of turning speculation into certainty almost instantly. People began analyzing every pixel of the screenshot. Some users claimed they could clearly see Tip pointing his finger toward someone. Others insisted the body language looked aggressive. But there was still no video. Just that single frame. And that's when things started getting even stranger. A hip-hop blogger who claimed to have contacts inside the venue posted a thread explaining what allegedly happened right before the screenshot was captured. According to the blogger's anonymous source, the confrontation started with words. Not punches. Not physical contact. Just tension. The source claimed that when T.I. walked into the hallway, he spotted 50 Cent talking with members of his team. At first nobody said anything. But then someone from Tip's side allegedly brought up the memes that Fif had been posting online. That's when the conversation supposedly turned heated. One witness later wrote online, "You could hear voices getting louder. People were stepping in between them." Another person claimed that Tip said something like, "Keep my name out your jokes." Again, none of this was confirmed. But once those stories started spreading, fans filled in the blanks themselves. Soon the narrative became clear in everyone's mind. T.I. confronted 50 Cent backstage. Whether that was exactly what happened didn't matter anymore. The internet had already decided. And of course, 50 Cent noticed the chaos immediately. Now if there's one thing Fif has mastered over the years, it's controlling the internet conversation without saying much at all. Instead of posting an explanation, he uploaded something that only added fuel to the fire. A short video clip. It wasn't from the concert. It wasn't even recent footage. It was an old scene from one of his television shows where a character calmly tells someone, "You don't start wars you can't finish." The caption read, "Some people forget the camera's always watching." That single line instantly sent fans into detective mode. Was he confirming the footage existed? Or just trolling everyone again? Because here's the thing about 50 Cent. He understands that mystery keeps people talking longer than the truth. Within hours, the screenshot had turned into a full-blown scandal. YouTube channels posted reaction videos titled, "T.I. attacks 50 Cent backstage," even though nobody had actually seen an attack. Blogs began quoting sources close to the situation. One article claimed security had to step between the two camps to prevent things from escalating. Another report said someone inside the venue had already reviewed the footage and described it as tense but controlled. But then another rumor surfaced that made the situation even more complicated. A music promoter who claimed to be at the event posted a cryptic message on social media. People saying it was a fight. That's not exactly what happened. Naturally, that statement raised more questions than answers. If it wasn't a fight, then what was it? An argument? A warning? Or something even stranger? Meanwhile, fans were debating every possibility online. Some people believed Tip had every right to confront someone who was mocking him publicly. Others argued that showing up angry only made the situation worse. One viral tweet joked, "Rap beef used to be diss tracks, now it's hallway meetings." Another user wrote something that quickly spread across the platform. "Imagine talking tough online, then realizing the building got cameras everywhere." And then came the moment that pushed the story into overdrive. Late that night, another post appeared on the same forum where the first screenshot had surfaced. This time it wasn't a still image. It was a short video clip. The footage was grainy and only lasted a few seconds. But it clearly showed the same hallway. Security guards moving quickly. Several people stepping between two groups. You couldn't hear the audio clearly, but you could see the tension. The clip ended before anything physical happened, but the internet didn't care. Because the headline wrote itself instantly. T.I. attacks 50 Cent backstage, security footage leaked. Whether that description was accurate or exaggerated didn't matter anymore. The video had gone viral. Millions of views within hours. Reaction channels breaking down the body language frame by frame. Fans arguing about who looked more aggressive. And in the middle of all that chaos, both rappers stayed completely silent. No denial. No confirmation. Just silence. Which somehow made the story even bigger. Because whenever celebrities refuse to clarify a rumor, people assume there must be something to hide. But just when everyone thought the scandal had reached its peak, Another name suddenly entered the conversation. And that twist made the entire situation even more unpredictable. Because according to a new rumor spreading through blogs, someone else might have been the real reason that confrontation happened in the first place. And if that rumor turned out to be true, this feud wasn't just about memes anymore. It was about something much deeper. But just when the internet thought it understood the story, the aftermath took an even stranger turn. But just when the internet thought the story had reached its peak, the aftermath turned out to be even stranger than the confrontation itself. Because after the alleged security footage started circulating, everyone expected the same thing. A response. A denial. A diss track. Something. That's how rap beef usually works. Somebody speaks. Somebody fires back. And the cycle continues. But this time, something unusual happened. Both 50 Cent and T.I. stayed quiet. No angry tweets. No interviews. No Instagram rants. Just silence. And in the internet age, silence is the loudest signal of all. Within hours of the clip going viral, blogs began publishing speculation pieces. Some outlets claimed lawyers from the venue had contacted several accounts asking them to remove the footage. Others suggested the clip was already being investigated by security teams to figure out who leaked it. None of those claims were confirmed. But the rumor alone made the situation feel bigger. Because suddenly, the question wasn't just about the confrontation anymore. Now people wanted to know something else. Who leaked the video? The footage clearly came from a backstage camera. That meant someone with access to the building's security system had pulled the clip. And that detail opened a whole new set of theories. Some fans believed someone inside the venue sold the footage to a blog. Others suspected a member of one of the entourages had gotten their hands on it. But then another rumor appeared that changed everything. A well-known hip-hop blogger claimed that the video leak wasn't accidental at all. According to the blogger's unnamed source, someone connected to the event wanted the footage to surface. Why? To send a message. Now whether that story was true or not, it spread like wildfire. Because if the leak was intentional, that meant the confrontation wasn't just a random moment of anger. It might have been part of a larger power play happening behind the scenes. And if you know anything about the personalities involved, that idea didn't seem impossible. After all, 50 Cent built his reputation on strategic chaos. The man has turned online trolling into a marketing art form. He knows exactly how to keep people talking. Meanwhile, T.I. has always been protective of his image as a respected voice in hip-hop culture. A public confrontation, especially one caught on camera, could easily damage that reputation. Which is exactly why the silence from both sides became so mysterious. Days passed. The video kept spreading. Reaction channels posted breakdowns analyzing every second of the clip. Some viewers believed Tip looked furious in the footage. Others argued that Fifth seemed completely calm, almost amused by the situation. And every interpretation created another wave of debate. One YouTuber pointed out something interesting. In the clip, several security guards step between the two groups before anything physical happens. That detail suggested the situation might have been stopped before it escalated. But the headline still read the same everywhere. T.I. attacks 50 Cent backstage. Because headlines don't care about nuance. They care about attention. Meanwhile, insiders started quietly hinting that the two camps had already spoken privately after the incident. According to one report, people close to both artists wanted to prevent the situation from escalating into something more serious. Again, nothing confirmed. But it added another layer to the story. Because if private conversations were happening behind the scenes, that meant the public version of the feud might just be the performance. The real discussions, happening far away from cameras. Still, the internet refused to let the story fade. Every few days someone reposted the footage. Every repost restarted the debate. Was Tip actually attacking Fifth? Or was the moment exaggerated by blogs chasing viral clicks? Then something unexpected happened that shifted the conversation again. A music journalist posted a thread explaining how many rap beefs throughout history had followed the same pattern. Loud public drama, followed by quiet negotiations behind the scenes. The post ended with a line that went viral. Rap beef is theater. The real conversations happen when the cameras aren't supposed to be rolling. That idea changed how some fans looked at the entire situation. Maybe the confrontation wasn't a meltdown. Maybe it was just two artists confronting each other directly instead of continuing the war online. But by that point, the narrative had already taken a life of its own. Because once a scandal hits the internet, it rarely disappears. The alleged hallway footage became another permanent entry in hip-hop's long history of legendary conflicts. A mysterious moment captured on grainy cameras, debated endlessly by fans who weren't actually there. Meanwhile, both rappers moved forward with their careers. 50 Cent continued promoting new television projects and posting jokes online. His followers kept waiting for another cryptic meme about the situation. T.I. returned to interviews discussing music and culture, carefully avoiding any direct mention of the incident. And maybe that was the smartest move. Because sometimes the best way to survive a viral scandal is simply to let the internet get bored. Eventually another story replaces it. Another rumor takes over. But moments like that backstage confrontation never fully disappear. Every now and then, someone reposts the clip. And every time it happens, the same question comes back. What really happened in that hallway? Did Tip actually confront Fifth the way the headlines claim? Or did the internet turn a heated conversation into something much bigger? The truth may never be completely clear. But one thing is certain. In the world of hip-hop, reputations are built on moments like these. And once a moment gets captured on camera, it becomes part of the legend forever. So after everything we just broke down, the question still remains. What really happened backstage that night? Was it a real confrontation between T.I. and 50 Cent that security had to shut down before things got out of control? Or did the internet take a tense hallway moment and turn it into a full-blown rap war story? Because in today's world, one short clip is all it takes. One blurry security video. One viral headline. And suddenly the entire narrative changes. And let's be honest, hip-hop history is full of moments like this. Moments where the truth gets buried under rumors, reactions, and millions of opinions online. Some fans believe T.I. had every right to confront 50 Cent face to face. If someone keeps throwing jokes and memes your way, eventually you might want to handle it directly. But others say 50 Cent knew exactly what he was doing the whole time. Because if there's one thing Fifth understands better than anyone, it's how to keep the spotlight on himself. So now we want to hear from you. Do you think T.I. actually attacked 50 Cent backstage, or was this whole situation blown out of proportion by blogs chasing viral headlines? And if you were in that hallway, cameras everywhere, tension rising, security rushing in, what would you have done? Would you walk away? Or would you stand your ground? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because this debate is definitely not over. And if you enjoy these deep dives into the wildest stories in hip-hop, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Because trust me, in this industry, the next scandal is always just one leak away. Stay tuned. Because the next story might be even crazier than this one.